Hello, welcome back to the channel again. Today we're going to do another short video on IRS Where's My Refund update statuses. Today the status message that we're going to work on is your tax return is still being processed. A refund date will be provided when available. When you're checking your tax refund status at the IRS Where's My Refund, some people may come across the Where's My Refund status that informs them that their tax refund is still being processed and a refund date will be provided when available. The IRS Where's My Refund tool uses this message to inform taxpayers that they are still working to process the tax return, and the reason it could be taking a little longer is because the IRS systems have noticed something that could have changed or something may be different on this tax return than the information that they have on file in your tax account from previous years. The still being processed Where's My Refund status could mean a number of different things depending on each person's tax situation. It's a very common refund status that the IRS uses when they are processing tax returns. In our research, this is a common refund status that the IRS system uses when something is incomplete or wrong with the tax return filed. If you see your tax refund is still being processed, know the IRS is still working to complete your tax refund on time, but the system has detected an issue that could possibly delay your tax refund longer than the original 21-day processing time frame. Most taxpayers that see this refund status when checking Where's My Refund will receive an update to their refund status within a few weeks. If you see this message for more than 21 days and you have never received an update or a letter in the mail, then you may need to contact the IRS for further information. Here's some of the common reasons you might be seeing the still being processed tax refund status. The IRS is holding your refund while it is verifying the accuracy of the return, including one or more of the following: identity verification, income and wage verification, dependent verification, review of the tax return, questionable refundable tax credits, and more. Potentially, the IRS could mail a letter with instructions on how to verify your identity with the IRS. Taxpayers who receive the identity verification letter can verify their identity online, over the phone, or in person. If the IRS is able to successfully verify your identity, the IRS system will continue processing the tax return. Potentially, the IRS could be mailing a letter with instructions informing you that they are reviewing your income provided on the tax return that you filed. The information you filed on the tax return, including the W-2s, pay stubs, 1099s, bank statements, etc., don't match what is on file in the IRS systems, and the income verification issue would need to be resolved before the IRS system can continue processing the tax refund. If you claimed any dependents on your tax return, the IRS may send additional information requesting information about the dependents you claimed on your tax return. They could send instructions asking you to send a copy of the following documents pertaining to the dependents that you claimed on your tax return, including birth certificates and other official documents that show that you are related to the child you claimed on your tax return. If this happens, you could have to send copies of more than one person's birth certificates. The Where's My Refund status message, your tax return is still being processed, is used by the IRS to inform taxpayers that the IRS is still processing their tax return, but the IRS system may have potentially detected an issue that could possibly delay the tax refund longer than the original 21-day processing time frame. If you're seeing the refund status, your tax return is still being processed, it means the IRS system has detected a potential issue that could possibly delay your tax refund longer than the original 21-day processing time frame. In some cases, the IRS will correct the issue without further information being needed from the taxpayer, and you will update from the still being processed refund status message to a being processed refund status. If the IRS cannot correct the issue and they need further information, you will receive a letter by mail explaining what information is needed by the IRS to resume processing and completion of the tax return. Your tax return is still being processed. Refund status on Where's My Refund is a common message the IRS uses to inform taxpayers they are still working to complete the tax return, but they are informing you the processing has been paused until the IRS corrects the tax return or mails you a letter requesting additional information from you to complete the processing of your tax return and issue a tax refund. What should I do if I have the still being processed tax refund status when I check my Where's My Refund status? Most taxpayers that are stuck on this message could see it for 1 to 2 weeks, maybe even longer, and most will receive an update to a direct deposit date without needing any further information. But for other taxpayers stuck with this message, there is a really good possibility that you may need to provide more info or ID verify yourself with the IRS. If you are seeing this message, the best advice that we can give is get informed delivery by United States Postal Service, or keep an eye on your mail, because you may be receiving a notice and could have to provide the IRS with additional information. If you are seeing this message for more than 21 days and have not seen an update to your account and have not received any letters in the mail, we recommend that you call the IRS for further information. Our recommendations: if you have the IRS Where's My Refund still being processed tax refund status. If you are stuck on the IRS still being processed message, we recommend you try to view your account transcripts online. By viewing your account transcripts, you will be able to follow the explanation of transaction section on the transcript and view the transaction codes that are showing up on your account, and you will also be able to see if you have any notice issued by the IRS. If your Where's My Refund status changes from the path message to your tax return is still being processed, the IRS system has potentially detected an issue that could possibly delay your tax refund longer than the original 21-day processing time frame. If your tax refund status changed from being processed to your tax return is still being processed, the IRS system has potentially detected an issue that could possibly delay your tax refund longer than the original 21-day processing time frame. If your Where's My Refund status changes from your tax return is still being processed to a being processed, this is a good sign. The issue with your tax return is close to being resolved, and the IRS system is waiting for the tax return to be completed so that the system can generate a tax refund approval date in a future cycle week. You can also check out our channel to find the video about the being processed refund status to find out more information. We hope the information shared in this video can help some people get a better understanding about the IRS Where's My Refund status. Your tax return is still being processed. If you have the your tax return is still being processed refund status, drop us a comment down below. Please feel free to like and subscribe and turn on channel notifications for future updates. Thank you very much. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video.